She's a nurse practitioner, author, speaker, and certified life coach whose mission is to help others achieve their wellness goals through a powerful combination of traditional medicine with outside-the-box alternatives. Her most recent book is Experience God's Presence. I hope you enjoyed this interview with Melissa Lanza. Melissa, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much for having me. Looking forward to working with you today.
So you speak professionally, but you also work with clients one-on-one. Transformation is a common theme in your work. What does that look like for your clients?
Oh, well, it has a whole dimension of the goal is to promote wellness and to promote wellness in mind, body, soul, and spirit. We're
all-encompassing.
It's holistic.
Holistic approach, okay.
Holistic approach. And also I do traditional medicine for those. I practice traditional medicine for those that want traditional medicine. However, a lot of people are asking more for this other dimension that I offer. So this helps. I work specifically with clients in coaching to help them identify paradigms. Paradigms are mindsets or a belief system that we kind of develop as we learn and grow. Certain things you'll hear, for example, some paradigms that we may have is about things about money, for example. Money doesn't grow on trees. You probably heard these things. That's an example of a paradigm. Some people, they have what's called common hour thinking. They think only if our condition says that we can have this, then we can have it. If the conditions aren't favorable, then we can't have this. And that's another mindset of where we don't have to live our life like that. That's an example of common hour thinking. So these are some examples of paradigms. And what happens in this kind of work, we look at what the paradigms are. First, we have to identify them, because a lot of times people don't even realize that you even have a paradigm. It can be like wallpaper on the wall. It blends in so well that you can't even see it. So first, we have to identify the paradigm, recognize that it's there, and then we help the person to be able to shift that mindset or that paradigm, and then to help release and then repattern that paradigm. And this is like phenomenal work, because people's eyes are awakened to a new level of awareness that they didn't know that they had. So like this whole concept of you can have something, you can live your life of what you love to do. You don't have to be in a job that you don't particularly care for. It doesn't have to be that way. You can change it, and you have the power to change it. There's another paradigm that says, you made your bed, so lay in it. But you don't have to do that per se. You could make other choices, and you have the power to make other choices. And so these are the kinds of work that I do, that I'm able to work with people to help them come to the realization of, if they did make certain decisions, how can we look at things and have things better, and we look at things in the areas of their life that they can do. The other thing is the dark night of the soul, how to cope and what to expect, and how to bring the person to the journey of transformation, and where a bad situation or a difficult situation can happen to a person, but where is the blessing, and what's going to happen to the person? How is that going to affect them, and is it going to bring out the better version of them or not?
Is that the silver lining that we hear of? Looking for the silver lining?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes,
right.
Exactly. Every cloud has a silver lining, and there is one. Sometimes you need an electron microscope to find it. That's the problem, and that's the challenging part. It is there, but like, for example, when I lost my house in the hurricane, I really needed the electron microscope to come up when I couldn't. I was trying to hold on to find the blessing.
Well, you made a decision to look for it, and that's important. Some people, you're saying that because of these paradigms, people aren't even going to look for it. It's just the way it is.
Exactly. And sometimes you're blindsided by it that you can't even recognize the pattern, the paradigm. So that's when also a transformational life coach is very helpful, because they're also going to help you through this whole process.
They have a different perspective. They're on the outside. They don't have the, I don't want to say baggage, but I'm going to say baggage anyway. They don't have the baggage that the person
well, there's this saying, when you're in the forest, you can't see the trees sometimes. When you can step out and then see things in a wider framework.
Yeah.
And a new perspective on it.
Well, talk to us about your coaching method.
It's evocative coaching.
Yeah, I read that. I was like, I have to know what this means.
Well, it's basically, with evocative coaching, we don't tell a person what to do. We don't give them advice. Everything comes from the person, because we basically have this mindset where we realize that the content of our life is the curriculum of our evolution. So basically what that's saying is each person has their own story and has their own content already from all the life experiences that they've had. So they already come to us with everything is contained inside of the person. So evocative coaching is allowing that person, with everything that they already have that's already inside them, the answers are already inside each person. We don't have to tell the person what to do. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. Evocative coaching is the style of coaching to help the person examine what's already inside of them and help bring it to light and help bring it to fruition. And with the evocative coaching, we look at together the 4 quadrants of their life in health, relationships, time, money, freedom. And we have that person, it's going to come from the person, and we're just going to kind of like bring it out. Like everything that's already inside them, we're helping them to bring everything out that they already have inside of them, and help them to figure out their goals and what they want for their life in the quadrants of their life. And some of the content that's happened, we can look at things to help them process it. But they're gonna be the ones. I'm not even gonna be able to find the blessing in their life from something that they share that could be painful or it can be traumatic. It's going to come from them where the blessing is. I'm not going to tell them. I'm not going to advise them. I'm not going to, encourage them. I'll be able to set the stage to have them reflect and ask certain questions that will help them to figure it out. But it's going to come.
So you're going to clear out the clutter and help them get into focus.
Yes.
Okay.
And the answers are going to come from within themselves, right inside their own heart.
And they can make a conscious decision.
Right. Yeah. And it's going to come from their decisions and from when they reflect, and when they have the time to reflect, everything it's going to come from within, and they're going to have the answers.
Great.
So that's what.
Well, this has been really informative. I'm glad you came in to talk about this.
Thank you so much. I'm glad that this is helping people. This is wonderful.
If you'd like Melissa's help, please visit her website, MelissaLanza.com.